Good morning class 9. Welcome back to the online session. So today we'll start a new chapter number 2, polynomials. Okay. So you must have definitely studied algebraic expressions, polynomials in your previous classes. So we have polynomial in one variable. What is it? It is an algebraic expression in one variable such that the power of the variable in each term is a whole number. The power of the variable in any of the terms will not be any number other than a whole number. Okay, such algebraic expressions are known as polynomials in one variable. What is the general form of a polynomial in one variable? a0 x power n plus a1 x power n minus 1 plus a2 x power n minus 2 plus so on a n minus 1 x power 1 plus a n x power 1 a n plus 1 x power 0. This is the general form of a polynomial. For example, ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. This is a polynomial. This is a polynomial where a, b, c, d, these are the coefficients, constant quantities. Here a, b, c and d are constant quantities. Okay, understood? They are any real number. Ax square plus bx plus c, this is another polynomial. Ax plus b, this is also a polynomial. So children, in this term we see there is no x. It means the power of x is 0 here, because we know very well x to the power 0 is equal to 1. So if you have a constant quantity in a polynomial, it is understood that it is the constant quantity multiplied by x to the power 0. Since x to the power 0 is equal to 1, we do not mention it. D into 1 is d, right? This is the general form of a polynomial. Now let us understand what is the degree of a polynomial. The highest power of the variable in any given polynomial is called its degree. In any polynomial, no matter how many terms are there and whatsoever the variable is, the highest power of the variable, that will represent the degree of the polynomial. And based on the degree of a polynomial gets its name. On the basis of the degree of a polynomial, it gets its name, or it is classified into a particular type. It is always based on what is the degree of the polynomial. Okay, so we know what is a polynomial in one variable, we know what is the general form of a polynomial, we know the degree of a polynomial. Okay, Achha, there is one more thing. Maximum number of terms in a polynomial, the maximum number of terms possible in a polynomial is always one more than its degree. Suppose the degree of a polynomial is 3. So that polynomial can have at most 3 plus 1, 4 terms. It can have at least one term. A polynomial should have at least one term. Maximum number of terms that are possible in a polynomial is always one more than the degree of the polynomial. Suppose the degree of a polynomial is 5. Then 5 plus 1, 6. That particular polynomial can have at most 6 terms. It cannot have more than 6 terms. At least it will have one term. Right? Let us understand it better by the help of certain examples. Now, cubic polynomial. Cubic polynomial means its degree is 3. So what will be the general form? Ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. So there are maximum 4 number of terms, and a necessary condition is here a is not equal to 0. If a is 0, you will not have a term. 0 multiplied by x cube will become 0. You will not have the term that contains x cube. So this a has to be non-zero. Otherwise, b, c and d are any real numbers, yeah, any constant quantities. B can be 0 or C can be 0 or D can be 0 or B and C both can be 0, B and D both can be 0, all 3 can be 0, none of them can be 0, it can also happen. So for example, minus 2x cube, this is a cubic polynomial. So it means this is 0x square plus 0x plus 0. So A is minus 2, B, C and D are 0. So this cubic polynomial has just one term. You can also have 4 upon 3x cube minus 5x square plus 3. It means you have 0x. So this cubic polynomial has 3 terms. Maximum it can have 4 number of terms. Degree is 3. How many terms? 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the terms of the polynomial. And A, B, C and D, these are the coefficients of the variables with different power. See, this is 3, 2, 0, 3, 2, 1 and 0. These are the whole numbers, right? So this is the general form of a cubic polynomial. Next, quadratic polynomial. Its degree is 2. What is the general form? Ax square plus bx plus c. The condition is a should not be equal to 0. If a is 0, you will not have the term that contains x square, and if you do not have a term of x square, this polynomial will not be a quadratic polynomial. B and c, they at least one of them can be 0 or both of them can be 0. So for example, 2x square minus 3x plus 4. This is a quadratic polynomial. And what is the degree? 2. How many maximum number of terms are possible? 3 terms. Minus 5x square plus 6. This is also a quadratic polynomial. 4x square minus 5x. This is also a quadratic polynomial. Minus 2 by 3x square. This is also a quadratic polynomial. Okay, so it can have at least one term and it can have maximum 3 terms. So this is quadratic polynomial. Next, linear polynomial. Linear polynomial, it has degree 1. If the degree of a polynomial is 1, it is called linear polynomial. Its general form is ax plus b. A is not equal to 0. B is any constant. And here B and C are constants. A is also a constant, but A is a non-zero constant. In this also A is a non-zero constant. A is any constant other than 0. Right? So this is a linear polynomial. How many terms it can have? Degree is 1. So 1 plus 1, 2. It can have maximum 2 terms. 4x. This is a linear polynomial. 7x minus 2 by 3. This is also a linear polynomial. In this linear polynomial, b is 0. In this polynomial, b is minus 2 by 3. Right? So maximum number of terms is 2. Minimum 1 single term. Constant polynomial. Its degree is 0. Its degree is 0. So what is the general form of this constant polynomial? A. Simple. A. And what is A? A is any non-zero constant. A is not 0. Otherwise it can be any constant. So degree is 0 means the power of variable is 0. So what does A represent? A means A into x to the power 0. A means A into x to the power 0. And A is any non-zero constant, any real number except 0. A cannot be 0. So for example, minus 4 by 3. This is a constant polynomial. So minus 4 by 3 can be minus 4 by 3 x power 0 or minus 4 by 3 y power 0 or minus 4 by 3 z power 0. One single variable. It can be anything. Understood? So this is constant polynomial. In your syllabus, you have maximum up to cubic polynomial. So cubic polynomial, quadratic polynomial, linear polynomial and constant polynomial. This is what we have discussed today. We'll continue in the next class.